Just when we thought the drama had reached its peak, Remy Ma went live and took everyone down with her. No warning, no countdown. Just raw emotion and undeniable rage as she stared into the camera and said the words no one expected, y'all. Think he's perfect? Okay, let's talk. And with that, the floodgates opened. Remy didn't hold back for nearly 30 minutes. She dropped bombshell after bombshell, accusing Papoose of emotional manipulation, backdoor deals, and shocking betrayals that allegedly go way deeper than the public ever knew. But the internet froze when she name-dropped Claressa Shields. Ask him what really went down with his little boxing bestie, Remy snapped, eyes locked on the screen. Y'all keep calling her loyal? Bet. Let's see how loyal she is when these messages drop. That single line has fans in shock, and Claressa Shields now caught in the crossfire of a war she never signed up for. Was Papoose hiding a second secret? Is Claressa guilty or just collateral damage? Whatever the truth is, it's messy, public, and it's far from over. Stay locked in. Gloves are officially off. No filters, no glam, no PR spin. Just Remy Ma, raw and raging, going live for over 29 minutes in one of the most unfiltered, emotionally charged moments hip-hop has witnessed this year. And what she said left the internet shattered. It started quietly. The screen opened to Remy, sitting alone in a dark living room, lips tight, hoodie pulled over her head, her voice calm but to calm. It's that eerie kind of calm that only comes before a storm. Then she said it. Y'all want the truth? Cool. Let's talk about your king. Boom! The internet sat up straight. Because for months, Papoose had been painted as the hero, the man who stood by her during prison, betrayal, scandal, and now her son's murder case. Through everything, he kept his mouth shut. He took the high road. He let Remy carry the weight of public shame. But last night, Remy Ma lit that high road on fire. She didn't cry, didn't hold back. She just exposed it all. He ain't been perfect. He ain't been loyal. He ain't been real. Y'all want to worship a man who been living two lives? Bet. Let's get into it. Comments exploded. Wait, what is going on? Remy snapping on live. What did Pap do? Then came the first shock. Remy claimed Papoose had been texting multiple women while they were still publicly presenting as a couple, even during the height of their Black Love interviews and anniversary posts. But it wasn't the cheating. She emphasized it was the manipulation. He made the world think I broke us. But behind closed doors, that man was gone long before I ever made one mistake. She pulled up screenshots on screen, blurred names, time-stamped messages, and alleged proof of flirtatious late-night convos Pap had with women in the industry. And then she dropped the nuclear bomb. Let's talk about Claressa. Fans froze. Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion and longtime friend of Papoose, had been hailed as a quiet hero during Remy's last wave of controversy. She stood beside Pap, supported him publicly, and was rumored to be one of the few people he confided in during the collapse of his marriage. But according to Remy, she wasn't just his friend. The chat erupted. WAIT. She's dragging Claressa into this. Not the boxing queen in the middle of this mess. Remy really going scorched earth. Remy? Read out partial text exchanges allegedly between Pap and Claressa, suggesting emotional intimacy, late-night visits, and conversations where Claressa was giving Pap the peace he couldn't get at home. One message Remy read aloud shook fans to their core. I wish I could give you more than advice, but I got you always. Remy stared into the camera. Y'all told me she was protecting him. Nah, she was replacing me, slowly, quietly, and he let it happen. That line went viral instantly. Twitter flooded with reactions. No way Claressa crossed the line. This can't be real. Remy and Claressa about to blow up the internet. Pap's hole. Images falling apart in minutes. But Remy wasn't done. She called out the public narrative, the image of Papoose as a loyal martyr, the soft-spoken king who never retaliated. She said Pap was careful, not innocent. He knew how to protect his brand while letting me burn. He continued. He had the world thinking I was the villain. Meanwhile, he was having heart-to-hearts with Claressa about how he felt unappreciated. You know what I felt? Abandoned. Remy slammed her phone down for a moment, breathing hard. Then she looked back up. I'm not perfect. But don't paint him like he is. And Claressa, sis, you got some explaining to do. 'Cause this ain't what loyalty looks like. The internet exploded. Within minutes, Remy's live was clipped and reposted by the Shade Room. On-site, Baller Alert, and Hollywood Unlocked. Claressa was trending on Twitter. Fans flooded Claressa's last Instagram post with comments like, "Say something," and "We were rooting for you." But Claressa, she went silent. No statement, no denial, no acknowledgement. And that silence only made the storm worse. Meanwhile, Papoose remained quiet. No post, no response. Just the echo of Remy's accusations, swirling across every screen in the culture. Back on live, Remy closed with one final blow. I've held down this family, this image, and this pain for years. But I ain't holding Pap's secrets no more. He didn't protect me, so I'm done protecting him. Then she ended the live. No goodbyes, no wrap-up. It's just a screen gone black. And a legacy up in flames. The internet didn't sleep. Within minutes of Remy Ma's IG live ending, screenshots, screen recordings, and reaction videos blanketed every social platform. Remy, Papoose, and Claressa trended simultaneously. On Twitter, X, fans, bloggers, and industry insiders were locked in, waiting for one thing: Claressa Shields' response. For hours, she said nothing, but her silence only fueled the fire. Her Instagram comments were in chaos. Every post was filled with messages like, "You crossed the line with Pap. Sis, say it ain't so. Remy's dragging you hard, speak up." Finally, nearly 10 hours after Remy's bombshell, Claressa broke her silence with a tweet. "I've stayed quiet out of respect. But what I won't tolerate is lies. Don't use my name to deflect from your own damage." Boom! The gloves were off. Fans went wild. Some immediately sided with Claressa. Yup, she said what needed to be said. Remy blaming everybody but herself now. Claressa don't owe her anything. But others weren't so quick to defend. So y'all were texting emotional stuff or nah? That advice looked real flirty to me. Pap ain't that broken if he had someone to cry to every night. Claressa went further on IG stories. In a black background with white text, she wrote, "There's a difference between being a friend and being a replacement. I was never trying to take anyone's place. But when someone is broken and everyone else is yelling, sometimes I just listen." She added, "Y'all love to praise men who stay silent. But silence can be strategic too. Don't confuse loyalty with manipulation." Another shot fired, and this time fans noticed. Now it wasn't just Remy versus Pap. It was Remy versus Pap plus Claressa. And the lines were getting messier by the minute. Meanwhile, Papoose himself remained completely silent. No IG story, no tweet, no cryptic quote. Just radio silence. And for fans, that silence spoke volumes. But not everyone in Pap's camp was staying quiet. A former close friend, known only as J. Lyric, posted a voice note to his story and tagged a few major blogs in the note. He said, "Pap told me straight. He leaned on Claressa because he felt like Remy stopped seeing him. It wasn't romantic, wasn't sexual, but it was real, and it kept him sane." The voice note went viral. The Shade Room reposted it with the caption, "Papoose's friend speaks out." Was Claressa just emotional support or something more? Man, this sounds too close for comfort. Pap built Remy back up just to get played. But now he had someone to catch. Him. So they were trauma bonding and left Remy to spiral. The entire culture was now split in half. Team Remy. She's finally defending herself after being painted as the only villain. Team Pap and Claressa. She cheated. Pap stayed quiet. Claressa supported him. and Remy is just deflecting. And then came another twist leaked DMs, allegedly between Claressa and one of Remy's stylists. In one of the screenshots, Claressa says, "If I was trying to take her place, I would have been in the front row. I'm not stupid." In another, I told him, I wasn't going to let him drown even if she pushed him in. That last quote blew up. It was reposted on every gossip blog, paired with side-by-side photos of Claressa and Pap at past events where Remy was not present. Fans began to ask the uncomfortable question, was Claressa Loki in love with Papoose? Stum defended her. You can care deeply without crossing lines. She stepped up emotionally when Remy stepped out physically. This ain't about romance, it's about who showed up. Others dragged her. This is giving emotional affair vibes. I don't trust no friend who texts like that. Remy knew about the support. She didn't know about the intimacy of it. Another friend added, she wasn't even mad at Claressa at first. But when she saw the tone of those messages, it crushed her. She felt betrayed by them both. That's when things went from emotional to explosive. Remy's publicist posted a statement on her behalf. Remy Ma has always spoken from a place of truth. If that truth makes people uncomfortable, that's not her burden to carry. She stands by everything she said. Boom! There would be no apologies, no retractions, no peace treaty. This wasn't just a breakup. It was a war between betrayal, emotional intimacy, silence, and spotlight. And now fans are asking, what is Papoose going to say if he says anything at all? Because one thing is clear, Remy didn't just break the silence, she broke the image. The silence had become deafening. 4 days Remy Ma's explosive live had dominated every headline. Her accusations against Papoose, her tear-stained confessions, and especially her dragging of Claressa Shields had ignited a wildfire of speculation. But the one thing the world hadn't heard? Papoose himself, no post, no live, not a single word. Until now, at exactly 8:08 p.m., Pap posted a 2-minute black and white video titled simply Perspective. It opened with him sitting alone in the studio. It's just him, a mic, and the weight of weeks' worth of drama pressed into his eyes. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't name names. What he said cut deeper than anything Remy or Claressa had. Said, y'all seen the headlines? Y'all heard the half-truths. Now hear this. I wasn't perfect, but I was loyal. Fans instantly tuned in. He continued, Remy hurt me. Yeah, more than once. And maybe I should have walked away sooner. But I stayed, not for the cameras, not for applause. I stayed because I believed we could still be us. His voice cracked on that word, us. Then came the part everyone was waiting for. Claressa, she's my friend. My people. She stepped up when everyone else stepped out. That's it. That's all. No romantic admission, no denial. It's just a line drawn in the sand. She never tried to replace anybody. It's just reminded me what peace felt like. That line lit up Twitter. That hit harder than any diss. Pap's still talking with poetry. Remy pushed him away, and Claressa picked up the pieces. But the video wasn't all pain. There was resolve. 2. Papoose ended with this. I wish her peace. I wish her healing. But I won't carry the blame for choices I never made. Boom! Comments poured in by the second. And while fans digested Pap's powerful response, the drama exploded again thanks to a leaked voice note from one of Remy's own family members, uploaded anonymously to a gossip account. The voice memo was allegedly recorded just 1 week before Remy's IG Live. The voice, recognized instantly by fans as Remy's cousin and longtime assistant Tasha M. In the message, Tasha is heard saying, I told her to chill. I told her not to bring up Claressa, but she said, nah, I'm tired of looking like the villain. If he wants sympathy, I'm dragging his angel into it too? That blew everything up. Now, it wasn't just about betrayal. It was about intention. Remy planned to expose Claressa, not because Claressa was guilty, but because she knew dragging her would flip the narrative. The voice notes spread like wildfire. So Remy weaponized Claressa to clean up her image. All that crying and live energy? Fake. This just made it 10 times worse. Even fans who had stood by Remy during the cheating scandal and her son's legal drama were now falling back. Comments on her last post. You really played the victim. Again, dragging someone loyal just to shift the story. Now you've got your own family exposing you. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields posted a simple black background with one sentence. God knows the real. And that's enough for me. Subtle, classy, and it only strengthened her support by morning. Hashtag Team Claressa was trending. Bloggers started calling her the unexpected heart of the whole story. Some fans even began demanding an interview with both Claressa and Pap without Remy. But the most surprising move came next. Claressa's team announced she'd be appearing on The Breakfast Club to clear the air one time, respectfully. The teaser had fans in a chokehold. Clips showed Claressa saying, sometimes the realest thing you can do is stay quiet until you're forced to defend yourself. And in another, there's loyalty, then there's survival. Chose peace. And apparently, that's threatening now. Everyone circled their calendars for the full interview drop. But behind the cameras, the situation wasn't dying down. It was getting uglier. Sources close to Remy said she was livid about the leaked voice note, that she felt ambushed from inside and had cut off multiple family members, accusing them of siding with Papoose. Insider revealed. She's spiraling. The plan was to take control of the narrative. But now she's losing control of her inner circle too, and Papoose. He's already moved out of their shared home in Jersey and reportedly filed paperwork to finalize the divorce. Quietly? No. Press. No mess. The last straw, insiders say, wasn't the cheating or even the live. It was Remy turning it into a performance. That's when he realized she's not fighting for love, she's fighting for the spotlight. So what comes next? Claressa Shields hits The Breakfast Club. Pap's EP Exit Wounds gets a surprise deluxe edition with a new track titled Angels and Enemies. And Remy reportedly planning another live. It's time to address the voice note leak and possibly clap back again. But fans are tired. The culture is divided, and the love story we all once admired is now a case study in betrayal, pride, and quiet destruction. It had been a full week of non-stop headlines, but the chaos was far from over. When Claressa Shields sat down with The Breakfast Club, everyone knew it wasn't going to be just another celebrity interview. This was personal. The tension was thick. The world wanted answers, and Claressa delivered. She walked into the studio with her signature calm, dressed in black with no glam team. No entourage, just raw truth and energy you could feel through the screen. Charlemagne leaned forward and asked the question everyone had been waiting for. Let's get straight to it. Did you and Papoose ever have something romantic going on? Claressa took a beat, stared dead into the camera, and answered, no, never. Not even close. She continued, I supported a man I respected, a man who stood by his wife through everything. I thought that loyalty meant something. But the most powerful moment came when Angela Yee pressed further, asking how it felt to be dragged into a war she never signed up for. Claressa didn't flinch. It felt like betrayal. Not by him, but by her. From jailhouse vows to onstage kisses, Papoose and Remy Ma were once the gold standard of ride or die. The couple of people pointed to when everything else in the industry looked fake. Now, it was over. But not with another Live Not. With more yelling. With a letter. Late Sunday night, Papoose posted a single photo on his IG, a folded piece of notebook paper, dated, signed, and captioned, Goodbye, Reminisce. In the letter, he wrote, They'll never understand what we built. And they'll never know how much I wanted to rebuild it. But when the foundation cracks and everyone else starts walking on it like it's solid ground, you realize you were the only one still trying to pour cement. I loved you past your past, but I won't let your present destroy my peace. This is not bitterness. This is love. Letting go. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't messy. It was real. And it hit harder than any live ever could. And just like that, one of hip-hop's strongest love stories faded. Not with another scream, not with another IG live, but with a letter. Papoose didn't expose her. Claressa didn't clap back. They both just chose peace. Meanwhile, Remy Ma now stands in the middle of a war she started and can't control. From her son's court case to her collapsing reputation, the silence around her is louder than ever. This wasn't just about cheating. This was about legacy, loyalty, identity. And in the end, everyone's masks came off. So now we ask you, was Remy Ma trying to reclaim power or rewrite history? Did Claressa Shields deserve that level of public humiliation? And did Papoose stay loyal too long to someone who was never loyal to him? Let's talk about it in the comments. Your voice matters. As everyone divided, if you've been riding with us through every twist, tear, and truth bomb, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Because in the world of celebrity betrayals, the next shockwave is always one post away. We'll see you in the next story. Till then, stay woke, stay real, and never ignore the silence. Because sometimes the quietest goodbye is the one that echoes forever.